Hi there everyone, love and light to you. So I'm actually in a quiet space right now, so I'm gonna just kind of like speak almost in a whisper, and I'm using the headphones, so hopefully you can hear me still. But I hope you're all doing well, and I just wanted to make a video here about the energy space that we're moving into, specifically as it pertains to the new moon in Cancer coming up. And this is coinciding with the Mercury retrograde period that we're also moving into, right around the 7th of July. We're already in the pre-shadow period of Mercury retrograde, so we absolutely already be feeling these energies. Things from the past, those of you may not be already familiar with Mercury retrograde, things from the past sort of coming up for review, specifically as it relates to the archetype of Mercury in your personal birth chart, as well as I'm here in Cancer, so absolutely, and we are in the Sun in Cancer period, and the new moon in Cancer coming up as well. So there's a lot of this sort of overlaying of energy, specifically as it relates to Cancer, the moon, the 4th house, and Gemini, the planet of Mercury in 3rd house. So feel free to take a look at your birth chart and kind of take a look to see what might be stimulated for you in particular around this time. If it's something you want to take a hands-on approach with, you can also work one-on-one. I have a number of services that speak specifically to that if you want to work one-on-one together and take a look at how the energies move through the birth chart as it relates to this moon cycle. But in a general way, you may find that there's stimulation of certain, even I'm seeing it as like, I'm hearing it as like accesses, ways that your energy it manifests over time. I'm hearing it in that way, and we're in a period of really stimulating the past, right? Given the Cancer, the moon, the archetype, right, related to the womb, the mother, is being touched upon. And so Cancer can speak, right, of like the past, of cycles, of memory, of history. Typically it speaks of the energy of the childhood home, the upbringing, and things like that. So there is a focus on even the deeper layers of our subconscious, of our psyche, that might be kind of aroused at this time, stimulated around this time. So be that, certain memories, it's being brought up and sort of filtered out is what I'm hearing specifically for a number of you. We're being presented with, let's say, even an opportunity to very clearly and concisely, even objectively assess this otherwise sentimental space, right? Given that we're applying this almost like this, the element of Mercury. And so if we were to think of it though, again, it's all a matter of how it's working personally for you. Take a look at, again, what's going on with your Mercury and what might that space be speaking to in your birth chart. So, it is a powerfully, this is how I sort of see this period, and this opportunity is as powerfully clarifying. And why is that so, right? Taking the clarifying energy of Gemini, the ability to rationalize, internalize, to assess, and really ultimately to deliver consciousness, awareness, right? Gemini is the messenger, applied to matters of the very core, the depth. And so again, depending on where you've got even your moon, again, a lot of things can be stimulated around this time. Really, I would highly advise to take a look at your birth chart. It is a solar eclipse. It is eclipse, the new moon in Cancer, so it's a point of also release. What is it that we're finally ready to make peace with, to part with? And what does parting mean? Is it really like goodbye, or is it the understanding of the part that it has played, right? And so everything is sort of connected, right? It's like, how can we say that the first chapter in a book is not related to the last? Like, you needed the first chapter to get to the last chapter, right? So that's not to say that it's also not very real on an emotional level, because it is. It is still touching upon the core of our identity, the core of who we are. Of the very beginning, or the underpinning. That lunar consciousness of how we were created, right? If we really think about Cancer, if we think about the concept from which love originates, the power, the space of power to create, right? Of all times, I have no tissue. No tissue. Sorry, guys, 1 second. Yeah, I really have absolute tissue. Just gotta let it flow, right? And of all things, I think this is a time of absolute emotional honesty. And that's the beauty of Mercury, right? It is that sort of that absolute clarity and specifically of the mind, how we perceive, how we reflect, associate with by way of perception. In this case, what we feel, right? Cancer and the moon, the 4th house. So, don't be afraid to feel. I think that's ultimately the point of this. Stage of ultimately raising consciousness, right? We have to be willing to come in touch with these aspects of our being. Just because it's deep and just because it's emotional doesn't mean that it doesn't deserve to be addressed as that. So if you need to feel certain things, like, feel it, really feel it. And so this might actually be a space for a number of you of conquering the concept, even perceptively, of vulnerability. Of fear. And in bringing this voice of also the inner child out to play, we hold so much more clearly, consciously, our connection to that space. So for those of you who feel compelled, and 11 right there, and someone just sent a message, and I'm gonna read it out. Well, it's a lovely message. Nat, you're me, that's so sweet. Okay. Divine right there. 11:11 a.m. Thank you. It's a vibe. Not, felt compelled to call that out. But, for those of you who feel called, really called around this time to write, to connect with people even, and be it people from the past, whatever that space is where it's like, you know what, this really calls for me to be vulnerable. This really is calling for me to access that part of myself that I wish to speak through. And this is a period of processing, of translating our emotional reality, right? And again, even if what that emotional reality speaks to, even if it's, it takes us way back, even if it is very intense, and for those who've got even, let's say, a lot of Scorpio overlapping, even the moon, the 4th house, there could be a lot of, or even Cancer, or ruling the 8th, but let's say Scorpio, and ruling the 4th, the moon in Scorpio. This could really be a time where it's about the intensity of the also memories that we hold, the emotional reality of also our connection to our experience over time. So, right, so there is a sort of process of elimination even that plays some sort of directive role here. And again, for those of you who feel like called even to write, to sing, to paint, to dance, to do some sort of artistic I'm hearing like movie making, I'm hearing like I'm hearing screenplay writing, like perhaps to channel these emotions, to channel these experiences, these voices, these characters through some form of medium may really be something you feel called to for a number of you. So, and I'm hearing rest as well. So, don't be afraid to share in some way this experience with yourself. And I'm hearing also for a number of you with your followers, if you, let's say, are someone who has a strong also, I'm hearing a calling, or I'm hearing also performance. Like if, let's say, you are a performer and there is a certain context to a certain event or space that you are holding, or whatever it may be, some sort of I'm hearing the history to the voice, and it's a somewhat of personal cycle for a number of you perhaps, and it's like, well, how is it that I am to kind of merge that personal space with that which is public? So I'm seeing that there, perhaps for a number of you, is a strong communicative presence of what it is that you actually also feel is sacred. So yeah, my Cancer is actually I have my moon is Sagittarius, and I have Cancer cusping the 9th house. and I have Chiron in there, so I'm just like kind of like a mess, but sometimes it has to get messy. At moments, to get more in touch with the order of our emotions and the role that we choose for them to play out as in our life. So what I'm seeing is that there is the clarity of how we channel this energy that is associated with the moon, with Cancer, with the 4th house, and Mercury, yes, is here to kind of break any cycle of how we have channeled this energy to this point, even on a mental level, on a mental plane. So I'm saying that for a number of you, there is a really strong breaking point in terms of how we have identified even where this energy space is relevant for us or lives throughout as in our world. So I'm saying that you're getting really clear on how you feel connected to even, let's say, the archetype of the mother in your own personal sort of energetic being and experience. So, you know, we've all got the yin, we've all got the archetype of Cancer, so we've all got the 4th house. How it is that we connect to it may come up for review around this time, but I'm saying specifically that it's alleviating, okay? It's inspiring. It's invigorating, okay? It's enlightening. But I'm seeing it as like actually light. It's actually physically light. So, wherever you feel called to, even, I'm hearing like, I'm hearing pray, I'm hearing for a number of you, but also pass this energy through. You might feel that it is, and it could be in a social way. I'm hearing it environmentally for a number of you, so I'm not sure what that might be alluding to, but I'm seeing that there's something perhaps that you feel socially you would like to really kind of set the stage with. So I want to actually jump into a reading series, real brief for each of the signs to kind of get a sense for what might be coming through. Let's take a look, Cancer, 1 second. Or everyone here, we've all got Cancer, but we'll begin with Cancer, right? It is your new moon, Cancer. And let's see what's coming through. Okay, Cancer, I'm hearing finally. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to step into these readings. I'm going to post them as separate readings, alright? So, Cancer, will begin here with you. And I'm going to have the links posted. Alright, so feel free to access those via the playlist channel. And I'll hopefully have the links in the bio box below as well. Alright, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you there. Bye. Let's move on to Virgo. Thank you, Virgo, for tuning in. Oh, I'm seeing, 1 second. I'm hearing you're getting really, you're getting hot. I'm hearing fiery. You're getting down to it. I'm hearing as well what perhaps drives you, what motivates you. It's very, very directive. This energy is extreme. Virgo, sorry about that. All right, the phone died there. So for a number of you, there's something of even like a contractual sort of space. I'm hearing something that you see, I need to take the lead with this, and it's almost like this eruptive sort of energy, the Ace of Wands and the Moon. And for a number of you, this is on an emotional level. Absolutely, we are moving into a very strong water cycle and stage of the year. Sun in Cancer, and the new moon in Cancer, the eclipse, and overlapping here with a Mercury going in retrograde. So there is something perhaps even that you feel you are to release, be it a form of also, I'm hearing advice here, I'm hearing investment, the moon and the Ten of Pentacles. For a number of you, I'm hearing you're making some really big decision, perhaps even to move or make a move actually in a new direction professionally, what is considered professional. But I'm seeing your Hierophant, I'm hearing Strength of God. For a number of you, the Daughter of Pentacles as well. Someone is involved in this, but I'm hearing you may be thinking about who is involved in this space or how to involve them officially. It may be a proposal of some kind, but the feeling I'm getting for a number of you is that I'm seeing someone, like, if you're reaching out to someone, there's something about their credentials that you're still, I'm hearing inviting yourself to take a look at. I don't know what that's about, but I'm seeing there are like a few steps perhaps that you feel that you want to even like get a little more insight into. I'm not sure, it could be an interview as well for a number of you, but there's something, some kind of opportunity perhaps even that you see, I need to jump on it. I'm hearing that for a number of you. Now the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the moon's upright. This has to do, I'm hearing specifically for a number of you with a sentimental space and feeling where something just gets you, like, take to the next level, Virgo, where you're like, I'm hearing, I don't need to be Barack Obama. I'm hearing specifically to break this shit down. I'm hearing as well as a value, and if I believe in something, I need to stand for it. I need to balance the scales. I'm hearing as well for a number of you. Again, this could be something where you feel that it perhaps is a testy conversation that is needed to be had, and it involves perhaps some intimate also aspect, sentimental even space of a consciousness. I'm hearing emotional cycles, emotional experiences, and it's about, I'm hearing charging the piggy bank. I don't know what that's, I'm hearing with emotion. I'm not sure what specifically with the strong focus on emotions overlapping with earth, practical sort of energy here, if we can call it practical. But for a number of you, there is the feeling that there is an expectation even to sort of take on, I'm hearing again, a certain route even of investment. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but there is pressure. Father of Wands is mirroring the moon is mirroring the Fool, and there's a whole lot that perhaps we feel is on our plate to be done. And for a number of you, I'm hearing, I need to be the voice. I need to be the voice. I'm hearing for this community. I need to be the voice for this, I'm hearing also companionship. I'm not sure what, again, be it if you're involved with someone or in a certain space and you're like, if I feel this way about the connection, I need to communicate that. And if I'm sitting here not communicating that, what is it that my comment really serves as at the end of the day if I'm not feeling why I'm even making it? And for a number of you, I'm seeing like someone sitting in a room and they're like, I feel like a parent. I'm hearing to people I don't owe anything to. I don't know what that's about, but I'm seeing like something just, you don't feel perhaps that you're connected in some way to some kind of way, even that, let's say, you carry out your own work. That's not for everyone. I'm hearing I'm hearing Pleiades. I'm hearing strongly with the Ace of Wands and the Fool. For a number, I'm hearing you feel a mission. I'm hearing it's coming on. Ace of Cups as well. It's a matter of, oh my goodness, right then I was about to call out the number on the clock, 4:04, and it ended right there. There's something for a number of you, you feel it's like it's a matter of the alignment here. I'm hearing resonation. For a number of you, it may even be related to astrology. You may be getting ready to direct a certain space, and it might have to do with a certain large group of people where you feel I need to move them in this direction. I'm hearing as well. Be it also I'm hearing on a channel publicly. I'm not sure what that's alluding to with the Fool, the Strength card, but I'm seeing that you feel you feel even indebted. I don't know, in some kind of way responsible, but be it to your own energy. Again, I'm seeing 40 seconds right there, 41, 42, 43, 45. There's a focus on, we skipped right through 44. It's like, oh, everything but. And for a number of you, again, it could be like, there's something I'm hearing of like a feeling of everything is irrelevant. I'm hearing specifically if it's made to be relevant. What is relevant is what I'm hearing. I resonate as, and there's 111 right there, and right before then it was 104 for 114 right there. For a number of you, I'm hearing this is a matter of training your mind to get on board with your emotional body, and for a number of you, there is a talking involved. It has to do with a certain conversation that you feel you need to have, or something that you need to present really, really publicly, and it really takes you like in a certain direction here, Virgo. I'm seeing for a number of you, like in a new role. I'm hearing a new, also very reactive position. For a number of you, this is quite controversial, whatever it is that you see yourself publicizing, and I'm hearing also making money with. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but the Fool is mirroring, I'm hearing, is full, interesting, of feeling. Okay, it's so interesting. I'm seeing the Fool as almost like charged, okay, by the ignition, the igniting of this memory space. I'm hearing of the flame. Now, Ace of Cups is at the base of the Ace of Wands. For a number of you, I'm hearing we've come so far, and we've really come so long. We've come, I'm hearing, to prepare. I'm hearing our, I'm hearing our, I'm hearing our presentation, okay, as the promise of the presentation of self. For a number of you, this is a matter of how you literally undress your divine one second. Okay, I'm seeing, one second. Okay, for a number of you, I'm seeing that this is how you are being, okay, I'm hearing, one second. It's controversial for a number of you, perhaps for a number of you, but one second. I'm hearing someone here with a Fool. It's like the Fool doesn't know where to fall. I don't know. One second. No. Wait. Yes. Okay. There's a memory here. For a number of you here with the Fool and the Ace of Swords, someone here, they know it. They are here to communicate something very clearly, and it's this feeling. Let's backtrack of almost like it's like, okay, if I am to communicate it, it's like this feeling of like there almost being a time log to that. Here comes 414 again. For a number of you, it's like, for a number of you, I'm hearing, I can't resist this anymore. I'm hearing it's actually more pressure to prepare it than it is to actually present it. Now, I'm not sure what that's alluding to for a number of you. One second. Okay, I'm hearing my daughter. I'm hearing that's my daughter here with the Fool. I'm not sure what that's alluding to. One second. Somebody feels that there's something that needs to be, Virgo, again, the Fool there. Yeah, I'm hearing something that needs to be addressed, but there are a number of different factors involved, and even a number of people may be involved. This could also be a court, something happening, but I'm seeing that someone feels perhaps that there's it's even perhaps a decision with academics here. I'm hearing fall, the news, the Fool, and the Daughter of Cups. I'm hearing also fallen in love. Okay, there's a really, for a number of you, even you may have met someone and it's just like a really like serious connection with the Fool, Daughter of Cups, the 10 Monocles, and the Ace of Wands, 6 of Cups as well. For a number of you, I'm hearing you may be dealing with an Aquarius, and if so, the connection is really, really strong there. I'm not sure what that's alluding to. Let's backtrack. It could be taken perceived in terms of ways, but I'm seeing someone doesn't, it's like kind of a tricky space because they're wondering, how do I open? I'm hearing the envelope. All right, let's see what comes through extended. Feel free to click through there dear Virgo, and we'll see what comes through. And thank you for tuning in, for connecting to you. Let's get on to here. Let's see. Libra. Thank you so much, Libra, for tuning in. Let's see here what's coming through for you. Okay, I'm hearing some